The point of this series is to highlight different pool toys and inflatables, and it's not 100% geared toward furries, but it's also impossible to ignore the fact that I am a furry. And now there's an age-old discourse in the furry fandom between paws and maws. And while I haven't specifically picked a team publicly, if I had to, I'd probably be geared a little more towards paws. This week, we are reviewing the Swimline Paw Float. Looking at the design of the paw float, it's got these big vibrant blue paw pads, and the rest of the top side vinyl is clear, and the backing is this textured gray. It's also got the Swimline logo up on front, but that's really it. I kind of struggled to pick a ranking for the design because there's not much to go off of. But I also couldn't think of other things you could do for a paw float. So I'll give it a 2 out of 4 for now. Maybe we can see some custom paw floats in the future. We've talked about seam types in previous videos, and the Swimline Paw uses pinch seams, but it also uses something called baffles, which I don't think I've talked about. So a regular inflatable wants to be big and round, but the paw needs to stay in a specific shape, so we use baffles to keep it there. It has straight baffles and circular baffles. The downside is that it creates pressure points where the baffles meet the vinyl. Luckily though, the Swimline Paw also has a lot of air mobility, so if I put too much pressure on one side, air will escape to the other one, giving it a little more durability than a regular pool toy. Another downside though is that it only has one valve and one chamber, so if there's one leak, then the whole toy is going down. For overall durability, I'm still going to give it a 3 out of 4. It is stronger than your typical pool toy, but like I said, having lots of pressure points in a single chamber is going to dock you. The island type floats are always going to get a high ranking rideability. It's super flat and easy to lay down on. I gotta cover my mouth because it's super windy out here, so hopefully the audio quality is not that bad, but the quality of this float rideability on land, super great. I gotta make the same points in the water. It is super easy to ride, but of course it's very windy and wavy right now. 4 out of 4 for both the water and I'm getting so wet. 4 out of 4 for water and land. Get me out of this thing! The last section of the show is bang for your buck. Now I bought this float as part of a lot from one of my friends. However, I was surprised to see that they're still available online. I thought they were discontinued, but you can still find them for about $50 new in box. Now that's a little more than I would spend for a pool like this, but if you find them secondhand, you can usually get a good price. And they are pretty big and durable for what you're getting. So for bang for your buck, I'd give it a solid 3 out of 4. Well, that wraps up episode 5 of Squeak of the Week, and the paw did okay. You got a 2 in design, a 3 in durability and bang for your buck, and a 4 in rideability, for a grand total of 12 out of 16. I do like my paw, and if you had the chance to get one at a discounted price, I would totally go for it. Now, last week I didn't have an episode, but that's because there's a bit of a life event going on. Recently, my boyfriend, Chimo, just moved in with us. So, he might show up in a video every now and then, and that's really all that we have for you today. So hopefully we see you next week when we have another episode and a new toy to review. Take care now.